In the vast ecosystem of human knowledge, certain places stand out. They are like ancient forests, teeming with life and discovery. Harvard University is one such place. It is a name known across the globe. It speaks of history, of learning, and of great minds. For nearly 400 years, it has been a home for curiosity. People come here from every corner of the world. They come to learn, to question, and to grow. The air itself seems filled with the quiet hum of thought. It is a place where the future is constantly being shaped. Harvard is more than just a collection of buildings and books. It is a living, breathing community. It is a place where ideas are born and tested. Here, students and professors work together. They explore the deepest mysteries of the universe. They study the smallest particles of life. They examine the long story of human civilization. They look for solutions to the world's most difficult problems. The pursuit of knowledge is a shared journey here. It is a tradition passed down through many generations, each one adding its own chapter to the story. To walk through Harvard is to walk through time. Old brick buildings stand beside modern laboratories. Ancient traditions meet new ways of thinking. It is a place of beautiful contrast. The rustle of leaves in Harvard Yard sounds much the same as it did centuries ago. Yet inside the halls, scientists are using technology that was once pure science fiction. This blend of old and new gives Harvard its unique character. It is a place that respects its past while always looking toward what is yet to come. It is a remarkable habitat for the human mind. The promise of Harvard is the promise of potential. It is the idea that with hard work and a curious spirit, anything is possible. It is a place that challenges everyone who enters its gates. It asks them to think more deeply and to see the world in new ways. The university is a beacon for those who believe in the power of education. It stands as a symbol of human achievement. It reminds us of our endless capacity to learn, to discover, and to understand the world around us and our place within it. To find this famous institution, we must travel to the east coast of the United States. It is located in the state of Massachusetts. This is a region rich with American history. The university itself is not in a single, isolated spot. It is woven into the very fabric of a city. The heart of Harvard lies in Cambridge, a lively city just across the Charles River from Boston. The river acts as a natural boundary, a gentle separation between the bustling metropolis of Boston and the academic world of Cambridge. This location is not an accident. It is central to its identity. Cambridge is a city that has grown alongside the university. The two are deeply connected. The streets around Harvard are filled with bookshops, cafes, and theaters. Students, professors, and residents share the same spaces. This creates a vibrant and intellectual atmosphere that extends far beyond the campus gates. The university does not have tall walls separating it from the world. Instead, it spreads out, its influence felt in every part of the city. You can see the famous crimson color of Harvard everywhere, a constant reminder of the university's presence. The campus itself is a collection of different areas. The oldest part is Harvard Yard, a green oasis surrounded by historic dormitories and libraries. This is the historic core, the place where it all began. But the university is much larger than just the yard. Across the river in Boston, you will find the Harvard Medical School and the School of Public Health. These areas are hubs of medical research and innovation. The business school also has its own campus, with modern buildings overlooking the river. Harvard is a constellation of campuses, each with its own focus, but all part of the same whole. This location in the Boston metropolitan area is crucial. It places Harvard at the center of a major hub for technology, medicine, and finance. This proximity allows for powerful collaborations. Students and faculty can work with leading companies and hospitals. The university is not an isolated island of learning. It is an active participant in the wider world of innovation. This connection to a major urban center provides endless opportunities. It ensures that the learning that happens at Harvard does not stay within its walls, but flows out into the world. Life for a student at Harvard is a rich and varied experience. The day often begins with the sound of bells ringing from Memorial Church. Students move through Harvard Yard, their backpacks filled with books and laptops. They are on their way to classes, lectures, and seminars. The academic rhythm is intense. The pursuit of knowledge is the central activity of each day. Students spend many hours in libraries like the vast Widener Library, which sits at the heart of the campus. Here, surrounded by millions of books, they delve deep into their chosen subjects. But learning at Harvard happens everywhere, not just in classrooms. Mealtimes in the great dining halls are a key part of the social ecosystem. Annenberg Hall, with its high ceilings and beautiful woodwork, is where first-year students gather. It is a place of loud conversation and new friendships. Here, a student of literature might debate with a student of physics. These informal discussions are as important as any lecture. They are where ideas are exchanged and perspectives are broadened. Life is a constant flow of learning and social interaction. Afternoons and evenings are filled with a stunning variety of activities. The campus is home to hundreds of student organizations. There are clubs for every imaginable interest. You will find orchestras, theater groups, and political debate societies. There are sports teams, from rowing on the Charles River to football games at the stadium. Students might spend an afternoon programming a robot, rehearsing a play, or volunteering in the local community. This is where they develop skills beyond their academic studies. They learn leadership, teamwork, and creativity. The residential system is fundamental to the Harvard experience. Most undergraduate students live on campus in what are known as houses. Each house is a small community within the larger university. It has its own dining hall, library, and common rooms. Students live with their peers, but also with faculty members who serve as mentors. This system creates a strong sense of belonging. It provides a supportive environment where students can navigate the challenges of university life. The house is a home, a place of friendship and support throughout their years at Harvard. To understand Harvard today, we must look back to its very beginning. Its story starts in the year 1636. This was just 16 years after the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock. The early colonists of the Massachusetts Bay Colony wanted to train ministers for the new churches. They founded a college to ensure there would be an educated leadership for future generations. The institution was named after its first major benefactor, a young minister named John Harvard. He left his library and half of his estate to the new school upon his death. In its early years, the college was very small. The curriculum was based on the English model. It focused on classical subjects like Latin, Greek, and theology. The student body was tiny, and life was strict. For nearly 200 years, Harvard grew slowly, serving mostly the elite of New England. It was a respected regional college, but not yet the global powerhouse it would become. The seeds of greatness were there, but they needed time and the right conditions to grow into the institution we see today. The Great Transformation began in the 19th century. Under the leadership of presidents like Charles William Eliot, Harvard reinvented itself. It shifted from a small college to a modern research university. The curriculum was expanded to include sciences, modern languages, and professional studies. The university introduced an elective system, allowing students to choose their own courses. This was a revolutionary idea at the time. It attracted new kinds of students and professors. Harvard began to look outward, to the nation, and to the world. The 20th century saw Harvard solidify its place as a world leader. It survived world wars and economic depressions, emerging stronger each time. Its endowment grew, allowing it to fund groundbreaking research and attract the very best minds from around the globe. The university became more diverse, opening its doors to women and students from all backgrounds. Its history is a story of adaptation and evolution. From a small school for ministers, it has grown into a vast and complex institution, dedicated to exploring every field of human knowledge. The influence of Harvard can be measured in its remarkable contributions to society. Its halls have been home to individuals who have shaped our world. 8 United States presidents, including John F. Kennedy and Barack Obama, were educated here. Their leadership has had a profound impact on the course of American and world history. Beyond politics, Harvard has produced more than 160 Nobel laureates. These are men and women who have made fundamental discoveries in physics, chemistry, medicine, and economics. Their work has pushed the boundaries of human understanding. In the realm of technology, Harvard has been a cradle of innovation. The university was the site of early, crucial work in computing. In the 1940s, the Harvard Mark I computer was one of the first large-scale automatic digital computers. This machine was a giant, filling an entire room. It helped lay the groundwork for the digital age we live in today. More recently, in the early 2000s, a Harvard undergraduate named Mark Zuckerberg created a small social network for his fellow students. That project, which started in a dormitory room, grew into Facebook, connecting billions of people worldwide. The university's contributions to medicine are immense. Researchers at Harvard Medical School have been at the forefront of countless breakthroughs. They helped develop the first successful organ transplant, a kidney transplant performed in 1954. This achievement opened up a new era in surgery, saving countless lives. Harvard scientists also developed the first polio virus culture, a critical step toward creating a vaccine that would eradicate a devastating disease. Their work continues to tackle major health challenges, from cancer to infectious diseases like HIV and AIDS. Even in culture and the arts, Harvard's impact is clear. The university has nurtured the talents of celebrated poets like T.S. Eliot and composers like Leonard Bernstein. Their work has enriched the cultural life of the entire planet. From groundbreaking legal theories that have shaped justice systems to economic models that guide global finance, the ideas born at Harvard have spread far and wide. The university is not just a place of learning. It is a powerful engine of progress, discovery, and change that has left an indelible mark on nearly every aspect of modern life. Harvard is often seen as a place for the wealthy and privileged. However, the university works hard to make its education accessible to talented students from all economic backgrounds. A core principle of its admission policy is that it is need-blind. This means that when the admissions office decides whether to accept a student, they do not consider the student's ability to pay. A student's financial situation has no impact on their chance of being admitted. This policy is designed to ensure that the most promising students can attend, regardless of their family's income. Once a student is accepted, Harvard commits to meeting their full financial need. The university has a very generous financial aid program supported by its massive endowment. This is not a loan program. The support comes in the form of scholarships and grants, which do not need to be repaid. For a large number of students, the cost to attend is significantly reduced. In fact, for families with incomes below a certain level, the university promises they will pay nothing at all for tuition, fees, room, and board. This makes a Harvard education possible for many who would never dream they could afford it. The process of applying for financial aid is straightforward. Families provide information about their income and assets. The university then calculates what the family can reasonably be expected to contribute. Harvard covers the rest of the cost. More than half of all undergraduate students receive some form of need-based scholarship. The average grant is substantial, often covering the majority of the total cost. This commitment ensures that students can focus on their studies without the overwhelming burden of debt that can come with higher education in America. This financial aid system has transformed the student body. Today, Harvard is more economically diverse than at any point in its long history. Students come from low-income, middle-class, and high-income families. They come from cities, suburbs, and rural areas across the United States and around the world. This diversity enriches the educational experience for everyone. Students learn from peers with different life experiences and perspectives. Harvard's immense wealth is used not to create an exclusive club, but to build a community of talent drawn from the widest possible pool. Harvard University is structured like a great ancient tree with many branches. These branches are its schools and departments, each one dedicated to a specific area of knowledge. The university is divided into several main academic units. The heart of the undergraduate program is Harvard College. Then there are the graduate schools, such as the Graduate School of Arts and Sciences and the professional schools. These include the world-famous law school, business school, and medical school, as well as schools for design, education, and government. Each school is a world of its own, with its own faculty and students. Within the Faculty of Arts and Sciences, there is a vast array of departments. They cover the humanities, where students study literature, history, and philosophy. They cover the social sciences, which include economics, psychology, and sociology. And they cover the natural and applied sciences, from physics and chemistry to computer science and engineering. This structure allows for deep specialization. A student can focus intensely on one area, but it also allows for exploration. A student can take classes across many different departments, building a broad and interconnected understanding of the world. One of the most dynamic and rapidly evolving areas at Harvard is the Department of Life Sciences. This is not a single, simple department. It is a large, collaborative community that brings together many different disciplines to study the fundamental nature of living things. This field is at the cutting edge of modern science. Here, researchers are asking the biggest questions. How does life begin? How do our bodies fight disease? How can we use our understanding of biology to improve human health and the environment? The work done here has the potential to change all of our lives. Within the life sciences, we find several key disciplines: Immunology is the study of the immune system, our body's natural defense against infection. Virology focuses on viruses, the tiny agents that cause diseases like influenza and COVID-19. Microbiology examines the world of microscopic organisms like bacteria and fungi, and biotechnology uses biological processes to develop new technologies and products, from medicines to biofuels. In current projects, immunologists are designing new vaccines that can adapt to evolving viruses. Virologists are mapping the structure of emerging pathogens to stop future pandemics. Microbiologists are exploring the human gut microbiome, discovering how the bacteria within us affect our health. And in biotechnology, scientists are using gene editing tools like CRISPR to develop potential cures for genetic diseases. This is a world of constant, remarkable discovery.